We're getting ready for South Pacific. It's going to start in just a little under an hour. And I am with Julia Burrows. She's right here in the program and she's starring as Nellie. I'm so excited. Would you sign this? Because you're going to have to get used to doing autographs.
Well, of course
I see in here you've done 1 million shows.
1 million, that's quite an overstatement. But I've done a good handful.
But this is your very first in South Pacific, starring in South Pacific.
Yeah.
What's different about playing Nellie than playing any of the other roles that you've had?
You know what? This has a very, very large character arc. She moves so quickly from one stage of her life to the next with the love that she meets and the journey that she takes. And falls in love with a man from another world, and it's a big role. I've played a lot. Like the last role I did was Magnolia and Showboat, and that was a big role. And then before that, Marion in Music Man, that was a big role. But she's not a part of the whole.
Right.
And a part of the whole show. And to do this in such a short amount of time is crazy because it's a very large role. It's exciting.
I was talking to Keith, the director, and he was saying how it's an enhancement for his production to have you be experiencing this for the first time.
Yeah.
How do you reel in or spill the emotions in a role like this where you're like happy and sad and heartbroken and calm and crazy? And
Right.
How do you do
a lot.
What's your...
Research. You know about the show, you know the time period that it's taking place in, you know the circumstances. You do as much research as possible. I personally like pulling from my personal life and making what in my personal life can I relate to Nellie, and how can I make that alive on stage, but also put it in the circumstances that she is, but to feel the real emotion so I can let others feel as well.
Now, knowing that Gateway is inviting veterans to come and be part of the audience, and you're in a World War II environment, does that change knowing that the audience is watching something that they sort of experienced? Is that going to change your performance or how you feel about it?
Maybe. It's very touching. When I heard that, it's very touching to hear that we're doing that. I'm so glad that we're doing that. Change it? I don't know, but the feeling and how the specialness of that will color it. Yeah, because it's like, wow, I really want to do this justice, and I want to put this on for these wonderful, wonderful people. And yeah, I do think it will affect that. That's a pretty cool thing.
Now, there are a lot of fabulous songs in the show and a lot of great songs you get to do. Do you have a favorite?
I do have a favorite.
And what is it?
It's funny about the show because they're all like my favorites. You know, in rehearsal I was like, oh, I get to do this one, okay. Oh, but this one's so great, and this one's awesome. So it's really exciting. But I love Wonderful Guy. To be able to do I'm in love with the Wonderful Guy.
You say it, and I can hear some of the lyrics in my head already. I grew up on the album. I had the soundtrack album, and I knew all the songs. And tell me about the, Watch That Man Right Out of My Hair.
That's fun.
How's that scene gonna go? Is it wet?
It is wet. It is wet and wild and soapy. And it's fun. You'll see my footsteps all over the stage.
No way to fake water, right?
No. It's been really fun trying to put that together.
And is there one moment that, through rehearsals, one moment that just continues to be that really special, I can't believe I'm here? Or maybe it'll be tonight during the curtain?
Yeah, maybe that. There's so many moments throughout the show that I'm like, oh, I just love doing this. I get that feeling when during I'm in love with the guy, during Honey Bun, I love doing that. And when she just takes her emotional journey through the end of the show, all those moments. There are a lot of good moments, so I'd say everyone.
Well, I know you don't have much time left, but break a leg.
Thank you very much.
So happy for you and really looking forward to seeing you on stage. And to seeing your name in bigger and bigger lights as your career goes.
Thank you. All right.